Welcome to Kids Care Vids, your channel for discovering your part in God's mission. Hi, I'm Louise. Well, have you ever thought about where the things you buy come from? Our clothes, for example, come from all over the world. Some are made here in Canada, but most of them are made in countries far away. And it's the same for our food, our furniture, toys, pretty much all the things we use every day. For a lot of these products, a big company builds a factory in another country and hires people there to make the goods and then sends them to Canada. It sounds great, but sometimes local workers aren't paid fairly. They work very long hours for very little money. Sometimes even kids like you work in these factories instead of going to school or playing with their friends. Can you imagine? It's not fair. Every kid should get to go to school. We know that God wants everyone to be treated fairly and with respect. Today's story about fairness comes from the Philippines. The Philippines is a country that is made up of 7,640 islands. These islands are home to many species of flowering plants, including ferns and hundreds of species of orchids. The Philippines are inhabited by more than 200 species of mammals, the most interesting of which are pangolins, mongooses, and civet. This is Angel. He is a farmer in the Philippines. He lives with his wife in the mountains in a village called Hopevale. The farmers there have been growing all kinds of plants for a long time. The mountains are a great place to grow coffee. Recently, CBM has been working to help train farmers. This training means that they have new skills to use for harvesting their crops. The farmers have indeed been using what they've learned, and it's helped their coffee growing. What's even better is that CBM's partners at the Bugana Livelihood Center are working with them to market and sell the coffee. This means that the farmers are getting paid, and they can have enough money for important things like sending their children to school. You'll hear more about Angel and his story from your teacher. Well, it's amazing the big impact we can have when we treat people fairly. Just a little bit of fair-minded thinking can go a long way. We know that God wants everyone to be treated fairly and with respect. In the Bible, God talks about treating people fairly. In Isaiah 58 verse 6, it says, "I want you to free the people you have put in prison unfairly. Undo their chains. Free those to whom you are unfair. Free them from their hard labor." Well, we've learned a lot today. Will you join me in taking what we've learned and putting it into practice? I'm going to look for ways to be fair, because we know that God wants everyone to be treated fairly and with respect. For now, it's back to your teacher, and I'll see you next time.